Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastors on this
Theological Tuesday.
Theological Tuesday. And we're not going to talk about the theology of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse over here. But we're going to talk about work. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah.
Audrey, what do you feel like your relationship to your work is these days?
Well, it often has Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in the background.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's I think important work. It's often broken work because I am as you are, parent and pastor all day.
Yeah, we miss daycare. That's a great thing. That daycare thing. That's good.
Yeah, but again, I would say that I've only been reassured that the work that I'm doing is important work.
So I was Theological Tuesday. The scripture for this coming week is the parable of the laborers in the vineyard, where the landowner of the vineyard goes out periodically throughout the day and hires workers to come and pick the crop, right? And then at the end of the day, they all get the same wage, no matter how long they worked in the day. So the folks who show up at the very end of the day get the same as the folks who were there all day. And of course, the folks that were there all day get pretty ticked off that they get the same pay, blah, blah, blah. And so often we talk about the pay part of this parable, because that's what doesn't feel good.
Especially in rugged America, right?
Yeah, right. It's an injustice that these people would get the same amount of money as me, even though I worked all day. And you know, there are other scriptures you could throw into that conversation, like the prodigal son, where you got the younger son who doesn't seem like diddly squat getting a party over the older son.
Definitely fairness.
Yeah, there's a lot of fairness there. But then there's this other layer of this story just about work and the significance of the work in God's vineyard, right? That needs to be done, right? I really liked, it was William Barclay has talked about the importance of getting those grapes picked before the rain came, because it would damage. I'm not a farmer or a...
what is the...
Yeah, what's that one?
Viniculture.
Nice. Still coffee, Deans.
Yeah, this is my first cup.
I'm almost done my second.
Oh, well, then you have no excuse.
No excuse. But so the crop needed to be picked, though. And so, you know, it was important work even to go out at the very end of the day and get those laborers to do the work.
Because it had to be done.
It had to be done, right? So I'm wondering this week, as we go into the sermon and study of the scripture anew, might think a little less about the benefits conversation, although that's an important conversation to have. Equal pay is an important thing, right? But the other layer of that is the significance of the work that God is calling us to do. In fact, going out, finding us, pulling us into the vineyard to do the work, right? So think about the work that you're doing today, this week. What's it feel like to you? And what's the work in the vineyard that God might be compelling you to come participate in?
Sounds good.
Catch y'all later.
Have a good Tuesday.